Welcome back, everyone, to Doki Doki Storm. I'm not gonna lie. One, I had enough time. My family's gone. They just went somewhere else. Two, I want to go to my, uh, I want to go to my YouTube studio thing. I want to check how the fuck is shit going. Cause I got a comment on this video, on the first video of this series last time. I was like, huh. I see what's going on. I'm guessing usually I don't get a lot of more views recently, which I don't mind. That. As long as someone watch, I'm fucking fine with it. The first video has 20 views. Holy shit, you bastards are. I've noticed that when it comes to new, like, not new mods to my channel, but new mods in general, new mods from the community, you guys actually enjoy them, which I do plan to do a lot of them, but I also do plan to do a lot of the older mods. Someone actually recommended that I record all my mods. I will record most of them, like stuff like Yuri, Just Yuri, Forever Never, Monica After Story, stuff like that. I will not record it. It's more of a free time thing because I don't play those to, like, for recordings. I play those for relaxation. And a bridge, I'm not sure when that's gonna be ready. I'm not sure when exit music's still gonna be done. I'm not talking about the Redux. I'm talking about the original one, which Fran's still editing. So yeah. Anyway, let's just jump into this episode and let's see how this goes. I feel a lot better this morning. Good thing good enough that I'll think I'll bring my purple knife today. The purple color matches my hair and my eyes. Maybe it'll help me. Maybe it'll bring me good luck. I take a moment to admire it, tracing the pattern of little yellow lightning bolts to handle with my fingers. I entertain myself with a spring-loaded blade. It makes an ever so satisfying click sound when I pop it out or retract it. When I'm done playing with it, I put it in my bag and head out. My good mood carries me throughout the day. I'm still smiling to myself as I enter the clubroom after school. Hope isn't here yet. I see Monica talking to Natsuki in the back of the room. Siri approaches me. Hey Yuri, you look so happy today. Siri's smile looks genuine, not like the usual mask she wears. It feeds into my excitement about my plans for the day. Good afternoon, Siri. And yes, I'm feeling quite pleased. You see, I have a gift for Hope, one I know that he's gonna love. There's a subtle change in Siri's expression. Her genuine smile is replaced by her usual mask. The transition was so smooth, I almost didn't notice it. I wonder how she does it. I feel like I could get acting tips from her. You got a present for him? Even though you just met him? Uh-oh. I was ready to doubt myself yesterday. Is that bad? No, it's fine. I mean, it's really sweet of you. I'm sure he'll love it. Somehow, her smile looks even bigger than before. My confidence is gone. I think I'll go over my book now. I find a seat open with my new copy portrait of Markov in front of me. But I can't focus on the book. All I can think about is how much more difficult this is going to be. Should I just not give Hope the book after all? No. Now that I mentioned Siri, it might be weirder to not give to him. I might have to be very careful how I present it. Build it up slowly, so it seems normal. I still plan on what I say when Hope enters the clubroom. After Monica greets him, I nervously approach to attempt to start a conversation. Thank you for keeping your promise, Hope. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Everything I plan to say goes out of my head in an instant. Natsuki carries on to braiding Hope. I can't even focus on what she's saying because I'm feeling too frustrated with her. Why does she have to be so rude and immature? I'm trying to say something important here. I can't even avoid her like I usually do. All I can do is wait for her to finish. Manga is literature. Yeah, dummy. Anyway, I did the dummy line. If Fran's watching this, you lucky you better be happy, you bastard. Anyway, finally she takes a seat where she sits, fuming. I guess she's done now. I've never seen someone as in infuriated by Natsuki's love of manga as in this moment. That makes me dread our poem sharing more than I already did. But I try to put that from my mind. Since the conversation is continuing, he helped me with busy work without even asking me, like cooking, cleaning my room. Siri and Hope are such good friends. I guess going to each other's house to help each other is something that normal people do. How dependable. Sayori, that's because you leave your room so messy it's distracting. I had a joke here, but another streamer said it, and I can't say it anymore because it'll seem like I'm stealing, and it's kind of true considering I was watching the stream playing this game, and it was funny then. But I can't say it without being called a stealer. I'm just gonna go on anyway. And you almost set your house on fire once. You see, this is where I would make the jokes anyway. Is that so? And they've had adventures together. For some reason, I feel a return of hurtful thought I had yesterday. You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Hope can become good friends too. We can? We can? It sounds like a wonderful fantasy. Too good to be true. I've never seriously considered that as an option. But I find myself imagining it again. Having a friend for the first time. But not just any friend. Hope. Someone who likes horror books, and cooks, and cleans. Oh, and you even bought you a present today, you know? What? What? Wait, Sayori. No, it's too soon. I'm not ready. I had many jokes there, not gonna say them. Me? Hope's looking at me expectantly. I froze in panic. This isn't how I wanted to go. Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Siri made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. My anxiety is climbing rapidly. How should I forget about giving the gift? What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. Hope gazed at me with a kind and gentle expression. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. That'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. It won't be a big deal. It'll be okay. It'll be normal. That reassures me a bit, but my anxiety is still quite high. Alright. Well, here. I pull out my old battered copy of Portrait of Markov out of my bag. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, a little bit of the confidence I have flatters. And I have to finish that sentence. Discuss it, if you want. The storm is rising. He's probably gonna hate me like everyone else does. This might be the moment he decides to never want to do anything with me again. I'm playing with my hair again. I should stop. He's looking at me. I can't even look at him as a hand in the book. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. Oh, shit, I'm getting... Sorry, I'm texting my... I'm texting my family. It's about food. Ow, my ears. Sorry, my phone's connecting and connecting again. My phone's like about to break one of these days, so I'm getting a new phone at the end of the month. Anyway, no, well, the beginning of next month. Anyway, he takes the book with enthusiasm. He looks really happy. My heart swells and relief washes over me. I feel like I could actually cry with tears of happiness right now. Phew. You can read at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now I think it's a good time to escape before the storm can strike again. I return to my desk and allow myself to get lost in my book. Or at least, as lost as I can get. Having this moment to myself really does help my mental state. But my mind keeps drifting back to hope. I need a drink. I am an alcoholic. That's a joke. Alcoholism is in the joke, but I really needed that drink. This might have been my only opportunity to have a real conversation with him. Should I try to continue talking to him? No, not definitely. I feel too aggravated to try. Agitated. At this mental state, I typically start fantasizing about things to do with my knives, and I know it's not healthy to let my mind go there. Once again, I found myself inwardly cursing myself for being like this. It's been my lifelong dream to be normal. But right now, I think I would settle for just a few minutes of normalcy with hope. That passes. I'm so preoccupied with all of this that I'm not making any headway in my book. Don't blame me. I glance around the room. Natsuki's in the closet with her manga as usual. Monica and Sayori are still having a quick conversation together. Quiet, I mean. Hope. Oh, shit. Hope is standing there in front of me. In front of the room by himself. He doesn't do anything. He didn't even join our questions from his friend Sayori. He's so shy. Some part of me thinks that maybe, out of all the people I've ever known, he could be someone I could talk to comfortably. Do I dare try? The thought terrifies me. So, I find myself trying to work up the courage to say something. My voice really comes out of croaked, but it gets his attention. Our eyes meet. I freeze. My voice completely dries my throat. Panic overtakes me as I raise my book to hide my face behind it. I'm messing up. This is so stupid. Why can't I do a simple thing like say a few words? Sorry. I was just spacing out. He actually came over to talk to me. Oh, it's fine. He said he was spacing out. Maybe like the way I do. He smiles inwardly at the thought. I was just focused and then I probably wouldn't have. If I was focused, then maybe I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so that's the book you gave me, right? It suddenly occurs to me that it was foolish to bring both copies to the book. It makes it more obvious that I purchased the book just for him. Why didn't I think of that sooner? I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious, how come we have two copies of the same book? Well, when I saw it at the bookstore yesterday... No, why did I say that? That's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy two of them. I see. I've ruined it. It must be so obvious what I did now. Just give me a strange and calculating look. Probably trying to think of an excuse to leave. I'll definitely start reading this soon. Maybe we can still salvage some of the small portion of this. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's really engaging and relatable story. Oh, by the way, quick question. This is a question. After I'm done with Storm, do you guys want to see Rain Clouds? Yeah, that's it, Rain Clouds. Because I know how that one ends. Mostly because from what I understand, it's the first act of the main game, so it's pretty obvious how that ends. Anyway, do you guys want to see Rain Clouds or not? I will also be doing One Last Memory. And I'm already done Forgotten. I forgot. Anyway, I'll be doing One Last Memory and Rain Clouds if you guys want to watch that. Anyway, just let me know in the description if you guys want to see Rain Clouds. Anyway, it's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about anyway? He's not leaving? Well, I close the book and pretend to look over the blur at the back. Obviously, I already know the answer to this question without looking, so I just need a moment to try to calm myself. Alright. I just want to make sure I didn't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in the high school who moves in her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does, her life gets very strange. She gets targeted these people who escape a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, it ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of he trails off. He seems so uncertain to what to say. I remember they did say he ever read one horror book before, so maybe he's as unused to talking about as I am. I can't help giggling how much we seem to have a lot in common. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Hope? No, it's not that. I mean, I could definitely enjoy those kind of books, so don't worry. I hope so. I just, it's just that those kind of stories. They challenge you to look at life in a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own proper philosophy that they believe in. And suddenly, when you thought you relate to the protagonist, they made it out of one narrative of letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plan. I see his eyes gazing over. I'm rambling again, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. You're so patient and kind and understanding. Maybe you'll forgive me for some of my unusual traits. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. And so I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I don't really think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. That's the least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. Uh, that's... Well, that's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? Right now? You don't have to. Oh shit. Uh, what? What are you saying? Just a moment, guess you're looking forward to it. Just let me get the book. He takes the old copy of the book out of his bag. All right. Mind if I sit here, right? I'm trying to without waiting my answer. He sits down in the seat next to mine. My feelings are of apprehension skyrocket. What's happening? Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. Apprehensive. Damn, that's the fucking word. I'm stupid. Oh fuck! I pressed the wrong button. I'm sorry. It's not that don't want you to. It's something I'm not very used to. And that is reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. There's no possible way I could be able to focus on my book with him sitting close to me. Why the fuck are there motorcycles driving by my house? Fuck city life. I hate it here. All right. He closes his book in front of him. He opens the book in front of him, and I did the same with mine. We sit like that for the time. I can't help looking at my old copy of the book. I feel bad that I gave it up. I hope he treats it well. I wonder if you would open to trading them, but it might sound weird to ask. I don't dare bring it up. Suddenly glances over at me, our eyes meet. He thought I was staring at him. Sorry. I was just, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. Sorry. I mean... Stupid. He's laughing at me. Here, this should work, right? He gets up. That's it. I finally scared him away. But no. He moves his desk and chair closer so they're touching mine. And then sits back down. He opens his copy of his book between us. My heart feels like it's in my throat. It's beating so hard. I suppose so. I guess we're going to be reading his copy then. With shaking hands, I close my book and put it away. I guess it makes it a bit kind of difficult to turn the pages. Here, I take the left side of the book in my hand, and he does the same with the right side of his hand. We are reading together like this, our bodies so close, they're almost touching. It's very surreal for me on at many levels. You know what I would like to see this a CG of Yuri's perspective, where you see the MC looking at the book. You guys know the CG of you looking at Yuri while you guys are reading the book together? That, just from her perspective. Anyway, I've never read with someone before. I've never been so close to someone before. And something Something about the fact that we're reading my old copy of a book makes me feel like I'm sharing an old friend with him. It is by far the most intimately I've ever experienced with another human being. Intimacy shit. It's an exhilarating feeling. It's hard to focus on a book. Not that it matters. Since I already know the whole book by heart, more or less. I should probably make at least a show pretend to read it. Are you ready? Uh-huh. Turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a little distracted for a second. Our eyes meet again. He looks nervous. Am I just projecting my own feelings on him? Or are you scared of what's going to happen in the book? I wonder if his heart is beating as fast as mine. Definitely it is. Uh, that's okay. You're not used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you're being so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. That time passes. I can't focus on reading. I stop trying to speak. I just let him turn the page whenever he's ready. Each time he turns the page, he brings it over my side so I can hold it to my hand. We spend our time together watching his hand. I spend our time together watching his hand, watching the delicate movements of his fingers over the page. There's something sensible about it. It's strangely calming, mesmerizing even. My heartbeat slows and I'm starting to relax and enjoy my time with him. Somehow, I never quite touch his hand when he turns the page. I wonder what it'd be like to touch him. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a bit. What? My heartbeat picks up a bit. I have to remind myself that we're still on chapter 1, and we've gone to the darker parts of her story yet. You think so? How is she? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, and she also guesses a lot of things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see through your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of your mannerisms. I see. I consider this. It is true to identify with her. In fact, sometimes for fun, I write short stories from her perspective. I'm gonna say it. Yuri's a fanfic writer. I can't shit on her. I'm a fanfic. Oh, I used to be a fanfic writer. Anyway, but it sounds like he sees me as blundering as foolish. He must really dislike me after all. I thought we were having a good time. The best time I've ever had. I should have known he wasn't enjoying it. I feel ashamed and guilty for having gotten so much enjoyment from his expense. I feel myself spiraling into despair. He's not going to want to read with me again like this, is he? But hope. That's probably a terrible thing to have something in common with her. That's so embarrassing. You think that? I shouldn't be saying this. I know I shouldn't. I'm just making things worse. Wait. I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I didn't know you're self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I meant more like it's kind of cute. Cute? That makes more sense. I'm not cute. Nothing about me is cute. Uh, um, what are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. Damn it, Monica. Damn it. I know it's just basically Yuri's perspective of the first game, but damn it. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. Sorry you haven't been looking forward to this. I haven't, but it's not the reason I'm feeling down. It's not. I'm fine. It's fine. I almost put the book back in my bag and I remember that belongs to Hope now. I let it go, unable to look at it. Alright, I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I think I would like to read it with him every day forever. I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In case I'll read a little bit more tonight, and then it'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright. I watch him put the book back in his bag. I'm very confused right now. It sounds like he wants to read with me again. Is it because he feels bad for me? Is he doing it out of pity? No. He said reading with me would be fun. Does that mean he enjoyed it? I can't imagine I enjoyed it that much. Could I be overthinking it? I don't know how to stop thinking. I wish I did. When we stop taking what he says at face value. But I would suggest he thinks I'm cute? How unthinkable. So fuck! Suddenly my thoughts are interrupted when a piece of paper enters my field of vision. Hope is offering his poem. At least I'm good at reading and writing. So maybe this will be one chance. Wait, tell me it's the fucking 20 words, just the 20 words scattered on there. Don't look foolish. Let's read through his poem. I become surprised how good it is. Oh man, god damn it. God damn it. I wanted it to be like 20 page, a page with the 20 words just randomly shows up. That'd be funny. Well, actually, the structure's a little choppy. But besides that, the imagery is highly advocate. That fucking word. And he demonstrates an impressive vocabulary. There's one word that I think can describe it. Exceptional. What was that? Did I say that out loud? I dropped the poem to bring my hands up to my mouth. So much for not looking foolish. I'm so embarrassed I end up covering my whole face, looking away from him. I'm messing up all over again. One thing I could have been good, and I'm ruining it. He's gonna hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. I didn't? I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? I used my nervous laughter to cover my ragged breathing until I can get it under control. I have to regain my focus. I have to show that I can speak intelligently about it. I take a deep breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicate you've been writing a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? I was not expecting that at all. I look at his poem again. It's his first time. Could it be a natural? Could it be even some sort of prodigy? I suddenly find him intimidating. Not only is he wonderful at everything else, he may be better than me at the other thing I'm good at. Still, I need to prove that I'm worth something. Well, I know that. I mean, I trail off. Any criticism I think of is gonna sound pretty weak. But the structure seems a good place to start. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there's specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most notable thing I've recognized in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the work two together. The end result that both of the styles, the representatives are weakened. That of course that's nothing you can be blamed for. There's so many things and skills and techniques that can go into writing even a simple poem. Not defining them or building them, but not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is possibly the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I hate what I sound. It's really reaching, grasping at anything I could say. But I'm being so vague. I don't know if any of this is constructive. At least I hope it sounds confident. I think I may be going a little too far. I don't know what no one likes. I don't know that no one likes when I act like know-it-all. I hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased though. Oh, shit. Biased? How? I was tempted to talk about how simple and mature and rich she is. Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I have to show my thought process behind it. I bring out my poem into my bag and hand it to him. When I first started, I was feeling pretty good. But I'm feeling a lot less confident now. Will it be enough to impress him? I never seriously watched him read it. How much time has passed? It feels like a long time. The longer he spends reading it, the more anxious I feel about his reaction. Finally, he hands it to me. I don't tell reading his expression. I'm sorry if I have trouble handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. It took you a long time to read. I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. I feel a fluttering sensation inside me. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was very descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. I need to drink water again. Not at all. Not at all. I feel knots of untying themselves in my stomach. I didn't realize how much tension I was holding there. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. It's our first time sharing. I want to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghost theory? Huh? I'll write the title. You really don't understand the poem at all then. It makes it a lot less intimidating. Actually, that story isn't about ghosts at all, Hope. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. I noticed he doesn't. I hope he doesn't notice that I had just contracted myself. But remember that poets often express their thoughts, feelings, and expressions with their own work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the story is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in the past, remaining peace of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot of more solemn, putting it that way. I haven't even thought of it that way. Of that, that's impressive. Huh? It's nothing really. Yours is impressive too. So, nah. If anything, I could learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. Impressive. He thinks I'm impressive. I impressed him. You know, I was really nervous about doing doing all this. But in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm gonna keep doing my best for you, Hope. Me too. I'm still feel breathless as he moves on to show his poem to Natsuki. Suri seems to go to next. She was pleasant earlier. Hey, Yuri, having fun? After my dizzying experience at Hope. Fun doesn't seem like the right word, but yes, thank you. And yourself? Yeah, I love it. They're finally sharing with each other. Sometimes it feels like we keep to ourselves too much in here. Monica has the best ideas. I can't help but glance at Hope again and see nods in agreement. Do you want to read my poem now? Certainly. The poem is Dear Sunshine. It's a very simplistic poem about sunshine in the morning. It's very literal. There doesn't seem any metaphors in it at all. Still, the sunshine is there are many metaphors in that one. You gotta read more into it. I'm just saying. Anyway, I say something nice about it. It's a good start. The sun is a good focal point to the theme of your poem. It's the source of all life in the world, and after all, and something that everyone can identify with. But don't be afraid to add more metaphors to your work. Let your work talk to your feelings and write down the words that come to you. In particular, the last line I want breakfast is very mundane. It's a very mundane line to the end. Ah, but breakfast is awesome. Well, I suppose so. And in any case, with this practice, it can only mean that your next work will be better. I will look forward to seeing how you improve if you ever wish to start again. Thanks, Yuri. That's really sweet of you. Can I see yours now? Very well. As she looks... I'm sorry your face like that makes me laugh. As she looks over my poem, her eyes light up in intense interest. This is really great. Good, Yuri. The ghost sure sounds spooky. I sigh. Siri isn't at all sophisticated as expected. I wonder if it's worth everything even trying to explain the ghost as a metaphor. I can't help wondering if she's vice president instead of myself. Not sure how to feel to fit in the role. It isn't intended to be spooky. It's about wanting to stay in the comfort of the past without being pushed forward in the future. Oh, that's so deep. I love it. Thanks for sharing, Yuri. I smiled graciously in response. It's time to move on. I hope someone here understands my metaphors. It makes me wonder if I should reconsider my choice in style. Monica approaches me next. How are you holding up, Yuri? You surviving okay? I allowed myself a little chuckle. I'm doing alright. I admit I was reluctant at first, but it's getting easier. I'm glad to hear it. Let's get started then, shall we? Monica hands me her poem, entitled Hole in the Wall. It's about... I'm not even sure what it's about. It feels like full of dark, hidden meanings beyond my comprehension. Monica glances at me with a gentle, curious expression. What are your thoughts on it? Your use of metaphors to convey emotion is most impressive. If I had to guess, it sounds like you had some kind of blinding realization of feeling trapped. Monica raised an eyebrow. Very astute. Yes, you can say I've had an epiphany recently. It's been influencing my work. Interesting. May I ask what your nature her epiphany. Sorry, Yuri. Don't take this the wrong way. Not really something not really something I want to share right now. For some reason, she glances Hope's direction when she says this. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to impose. It's alright. It's has something to deal with my own way. Don't worry about it. She gives me a friendly smile. Can I see your poem now? Of course. She's reviewing my poem. I can't feel wondering what could make Monica feel trapped. She's intelligent, beautiful, popular. Are you talking about in game or are you talking about in real life? Because those are those are also very accurate in real life. Then again, all the girls are popular. Then again, I'm a Monica simp, so what the fuck am I talking about? Anyway, surely there's nothing holding her back from attaining anything she wants. As she finishes reading, she passes back to me with a bemused look on her face. Oh, you really don't like doing this, do you? Oh, what? I'm not. It's okay, Yuri. You think it's funny. I just think it's funny. You wrote a poem about how you don't want to write a poem. It's pretty meta. I respect that. She understood it. She understood my metaphor. But now, I can't feel like expressive. It's pretty fucking meta. It is pretty fucking meta if you think about it. Writing a poem about, hey, I didn't want to write the shit. That's just funny. It's just funny. Like this is the most meta shit on earth, and so only one person gets it. I'm sorry, Monica. I didn't mean any disrespect. Why the fuck am I added on Discord? Imagine Yuri just pulling out her phone and asking, "Hey, who the?" I'm sorry. It's okay, really. I know it's hard for you, but you're smart, capable, and clearly talented. You don't need to hold back so much. You don't have to be afraid to put more yourself into your poem. The whole point is for us to express ourselves in our new and different ways. We're all in this together. We're not gonna judge you. Monica raised a fair point. Perhaps it's being silly with dreading sharing my poetry after all. It's a good reminder why Monica's president. I can't wait till she sees Natsuki. Her kind and patient demeanor helps me relax. That's reassuring. Thank you, Monica. I'll definitely give that some thought. Next time, I'd like to see you a bit more daring with your writing. Next time. Yes, well, it's going well enough, but I think I might do this again tomorrow. We'll discuss that later, though. I think right now you should have one person to share with. She gestures. I'm sorry, the music gets me. My phone better stop doing this bullshit. It's by the way, it's not my charger. Well, kind of it is, but also my phone because it's broken as fuck. Anyway, she gestures towards Natsuki, who is sitting at a nearby desk, looking grumpy. Does she? Well, does she never not look angry? I've been dreading this. I've been wondering if I could just avoid dirt altogether, but now that Monica directly pointed her out, I can't exactly do that. I started to approach Natsuki, but I can't see myself to walk right up to her. I find it very easier to just sit and at the desk next to her. I'm not sure how much she of it because of her leftover feelings of frustration, or just how genuinely nervous I feel around her. It'd be easier if she just looked at me. Finally, she sighs and glanced in my direction. I love this song. I love this beat. Just imagine someone dancing to this song at the club. Let's get this over with. I just said that in a dumbass voice. Let me get the Noski voice ready. I need to drink some water. I just gotta do the dummy line multiple times. Dummy. Honestly, I'm just tired of this. There you go. I got it now. She begrudgingly hands me her poem, while snatching mine out of my hand. Her gruff moment makes me more uncomfortable than I already was. It doesn't help that she keeps muttering herself while she's reading my poem. I look at her. Eagles can fly. It's a short poem about a bunch of cute animals. I smile to myself while reading it. It's even more simplistic than Sirius was. What's with this language? Would you say something? No, it's nothing. No, it's nothing. No, she puts my poem back on my desk with a submissive gesture. You could say it's fancy. Thanks. That sounds a lot better than I expected. I could say something nice about her too. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you seriously miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? It's not the reaction I was expecting. Did I do something wrong? I know that. Oh, fuck. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Huh? You mean to try that hard to come up with say something nice? Say thanks, but I didn't really come out as nice at all. Just so stressful. Why can't you just be calm like everyone else? What did I do? Siri. Well, Siri and Hope are accepting my offers of help, so maybe I can try that. How about that? Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would ask someone who actually liked it, which people did, by the way. Siri liked it, and Hope did too. And based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, I particularly feel particularly strong by comments about Hope. My anger is returning. Excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I didn't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly interesting, which I haven't yet. Noski looks a little more angry, but I don't care anymore. And Hope liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. I'd hold my head up with pride in last comment. Nazi something. Oh no! Oh yeah, I actually like the song. Poem Panic is a good song. Anyway, Nazi suddenly stands up. Oh wait, what should I say? No, yeah. It looks like she's trying to tower over me, but she's so short. She only comes to an eye level with me while I'm sitting down. Damn. I can't help but feeling a bit scared though. Oh? I didn't realize you're so invested in trying to impress a new member, Yuri. Huh? That's not what you're just, this is extremely uncomfortable. Why should you keep on bringing up into this? I summon all my angers, so I'm less afraid. I find myself standing up too. Maybe you're just jealous that Hope appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. And how come you don't know? How do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that for yourself? I'm a little stunned. I thought I was making a meaningless display of bravado, but it's true, isn't it? She really is jealous. Unbelievable. How could she possibly think that Hope could be interested in someone like her? Fuck me! I'm sorry, I'm done. He's so he's so sophisticated, and she's so simple and cute. I know if I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. She really hates being called cute. I have my comment really made her feel as stung as I do. Is everything okay? Sayori? I suddenly noticed that everyone's attention is on us, including Hope's. Well, you know what? I was the one whose boobs magically drew her size bigger as soon as Hope started showing up. Time stops. Oh, fuck me! They're bigger? I bring my hands to my chest, full effort to hide them. I know they're larger than those of more people. I know everyone stares at me for them. I really thought they stopped growing. The storm is rising. My head is full of unbearable thoughts. Having this brought up so publicly is so humiliating that I just want to disappear. I find myself thinking of my little knife still in my bag and what I will do with it. I can't tell if she wants to cut herself or she wants to murder Natsuki. I have to fight with everything I have to suppress those thoughts. I don't lose control in front of some people. I try to keep the hurt on my voice. Natsuki, this doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. They won't stop looking. Hope won't stop looking. They must really think of me badly by now. Something I'm missing, Storm, is a desperate hope that I can convince them to stop hating me, or at least hate me less. Oh, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she can get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted with no reason? The meaning should jump out of the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Hope, help me explain that to her, Hope. Is it really still about poetry for her? She's actually trying to convince him that being simple is better. Somehow, in a roiling storm within me, is a desire to try to prove myself one last time. Wait, there's no reason we should have so many deep and expressive words in our language. There is reason. I mean, shit. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meanings the most efficiently. Avoiding them is not only unnecessary, limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Hope? Feels like I could take my last energy to get those words out. Um, well, he looks so uncomfortable. I feel so bad. I feel bad about being impatient. He storms so bad that I can barely feel normal. At this point, all I do is wait for a response. To my horror, he turns to Natsuki. I sting back in my chair. I don't think he prefers Natsuki's writing over to mine. His writing is so divine and elegant, and hers is so not. Yuri, takes a moment effort to pull myself away from my thoughts and focus on. You're a seriously talented writer. There's no secret I was impressed. Well, that's. But here's the thing: no matter how simple or refined someone's work style is, they're simply putting feelings in it. It becomes something very personal, and that's why Natsuki felt threatened that you said her poem was cute. I understand. I didn't insult her. I didn't threaten her. If anything, she threatened me. I'm having trouble to focus now. But if Ulysses prefer over me after all, I see. I didn't notice that at all. I'm sorry. The storm taking over blocks all sound. Last thing I see is Hope turning back to Natsuki again. I bend over my desk and place my hand, my hair, my hand, my face in my hands, my hair hiding everything from view. I started crying, keeping my face or my mouth as I stifle any sound. Stifle. How did everything go wrong? Can't Hope like someone as hate-filled as Natsuki more than me? I'm a very hateful person, but no. Does that mean I'm somehow worse? I must be. Is it really just Natsuki's writing that he liked, or is it something else? Maybe it's the fact that I lost my temper that drove him away from me. Maybe it's the fact that she's more reasonably sized than that he likes. My words, her words stuck in my head. I wasn't the one who's boobs. I'm sorry. The boobs thing still makes me laugh. Anyway, how does that even make sense? Wait, it turns just that I deliberately added padding to myself. Why did I do that? Why would anyone do that? Even by my standards, this seems a weird thing to suggest. Anyway, I wipe away my tears. I wipe away my tears. There's so much in this world I don't understand. Everything alright? I see Hope standing over me with concern in his face. Monica and Sayori are also nearby, looking noticeably uncomfortable. For some reason, Natsuki doesn't seem to be in the room. It's probably the only reason he wasn't paying attention to me. He's paying attention to me now. I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. No, Yuri. How could anyone not have gone in floor state after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. You didn't think any less of me. That probably means he didn't even think much of me to begin with. I probably should be thankful that he's been gracious to me. Well, alright. I believe you. Oh shit, I skipped that. Thank you, Hope. Thanks, Hope. You're too kind. I'm thankfully you're part of this club now. It's nothing. One more thing. That one thing that Natsuki said about, I would never do anything so shameful. So, what thing did Natsuki say? I'm gonna. Oh, it's been like. How long has it been? 20 hours since I recorded it. Anyway, what did Natsuki say? I can't bring myself to say it. I'm not even completely sure if that's how Natsuki meant it. Well, never mind that. I'm sure my anxiety must be showing. I need to calm myself down. I'm gonna make some tea. Good idea. Just make enough for one impression, okay? Yeah. Going through the motions of preparing tea helps occupy me, but does little to quell the storm. Hope and I sit drinking tea together in silence, as my negative thoughts surge and threaten to overwhelm me. All I can think about is that he'd rather be with Natsuki. I wonder if I should I should say something. All I can do is dwell on how miserable I am. Natsuki comes back to the room. I wonder where she was. I hope to greet her, but Monica steps in. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How do y'all feel about sharing poems? It was lots of fun. How could anyone talk about fun when I was so wretched? Still, I found myself casting my mind back to earlier in the afternoon. I guess the earlier part was enjoyable at least. Well, I would say it was worth it. I just want to go home. I just want to be away from people. I feel somewhat relieved it's time to leave, but the relief turns to despair when Hope walks away without another word to me. He and Siri leave together. I guess he likes her more than me too. I just vibe with the sadness. The storm torments me all the way home. I walk with my hand in my bag, gripping the handle of my knife hard. It's the only thing keeping me grounded enough to not completely lose control in public. I'm gonna take a screenshot quickly because I don't have a screenshot for the thumbnail. I should have done this. What that, this, and there. All right. Anyway, once in the privacy of my room, I allow a storm to hit me full force. I want to scream, but no sound comes out. I sink to my knees. The whole world falls away. Nothing exists except the horrible thoughts inside my head. One stands out of all the others. I hate my breasts. They're so ugly. They're so big and ugly and shameful. Everything about my body is awkward and clumsy and hideous, like some kind of human train wreck. I hate myself. I hate myself. I hate myself. What the fuck? I, I just, I just, I just stabbed myself in the. What the? Now, never mind. That's a thumbnail. That's a thumbnail. What the fuck? I just stabbed myself in the chest. Just blood running down in front of my uniform. Panic, 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 panic. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Should I pull out? It's supposed to be bad to do that. Should I call an ambulance? No, no. I never really explained this. They'd see all my scars. They locked me away somewhere. Panic. Oh, what the fuck? Panic. Panic, 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 panic. Okay, I have to focus. I have to focus. Keep breathing. Keep breathing. Keep breathing. I have to stop the bleeding. The knife will have to come out. The bathroom. I've. I found a thumbnail. I feel like fainting the sight of my reflection. I have to focus. All I have to do, I can do this. I can do this. I'm grasping at as I pull the knife out in front of me. Blood starts coming out doing faster. Wait, what? Oh, that's paper. I'm scared. I dropped the knife and a hand towel, which pressed my chest as hard as I can. I slowly slumped to the ground against the wall. My thoughts continue racing as I sit there. Why did I do it? Why did I do it? What was I thinking? Was I thinking? I just plunged straight into myself. I just want to punish my breast for existing? What a stupid thought. What's wrong with my brain? What's wrong with me? Why do these impulses come to me? Why can't I resist them? But I just can't think of that now. I just think of what's going to do. The knife isn't in all the way. I don't think it's reaching my ribs. It was embedded in the tissue of my left breast, and that's mostly made of fat. I don't think I hit anything vital. The amount of blood coming out is scaring me though. I must have hit an artery. Are there any major arteries in the breast? My anatomy knowledge is failing me right now. I can't concentrate. I have a sewing kit in my room, but I've never done anything like this before. Do I need a special thread for this? I don't even know. I think I would just need to be sterile. It'd be need to sterilize at first, at least. For that matter, I should make sure the wound is still clean too. I look under a towel, and it's now covered in blood. I think the bleeding is slowing, but I can't tell for sure. I'm gonna have to undress to see that better. I pull myself closer to my feet and hastily remove my uniform. It looks like the knife went through my bra. I- I'm gonna take that off. I feel like crying. I don't want to look at my breasts. Wait. Let me check something. If it's not censored, I am just gonna quickly pause it and unpause because, as much as I don't want to leave any of the story out, I'm not getting age restricted for. I'm actually, or I'll keep it in and just take the age description. Blah. I don't want to look at my breasts. My hands are still slippery from the blood that I reach behind myself and fumble to clasp. When I get it open, I force myself to look away from the mirror. Okay, thank God. I did not want to get age restricted. I'm not a fan of it. While I wipe away the excess blood, I can see the wound is smaller than I thought. The bleeding has slowed to trickle. That's encouraging, at least. But there's one thing I could think of to clean it up. I opened a medicine can and pulled out a bottle of rubbing alcohol. I used it on smaller cuts before, but I know it's going to sting a lot worse than usual. I start breathing again as I remove the cap. My hand shakes as I hold the open bottle myself. I angle myself so it goes inside the wound. I hesitate. Just do it. Get it over with. I need to do this. Just do it. I pour out the alcohol. Searing pain penetrates my whole body. I drop to the floor in anger and agony. I break down on my hand to stop myself from screaming any further. I taste blood. Tears stream down my face. I hope the neighbors didn't hear me. And that is actually a thumbnail. I lie on the floor. I can't bring myself to move. All I can do is think about everything wrong with me and my ugly body. Everyone just stares at my breasts. My classmates make fun of me for them. Every adult that I've ever met has always told me how important it is to cover them up. It's only gone more urgent the bigger they get, frantic even. Even my parents, who are normally so quiet, get surprisingly vocal about it. I feel shame every time I see strangers staring at them, probably thinking about how hideous they are. My body is all wrong. My brain is all wrong. I can't do anything right. Not even the most basic thing that normal people can do. I don't know how to hold a conversation or make a friend. I never can have a normal life. The thought of that makes me cry harder. I think of every classmate at school who's ever called me weird. Everyone who's ever laughed at me. Everyone who's ever made fun of the way I talk. I either talk too slowly or I get called a know-it-all. I'm so stupid. I can't do anything right. I remember earlier today wondering how Open could like Natsuki more than me, and I feel stupid for even having thought that. Of course he would like her more than me. He would like anyone more than me. I'm just too broken. I think the time I spent I think of the time I spent reading with Hope today. It was the most wonderful, beautiful thing I experienced, and I know it'll never happen again. I start sobbing on the floor. On top of that, I know this disturbing habit of hurting myself, and I don't know how to stop. I want to stop. I have to stop. I need to stop. And yet, even as I lay here crying, I'm lying here. I just want to do it again. What's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? I feel sad. I feel. Oh, I'm so cold. I wonder how much time has passed. My parents are probably gonna be home soon. The bleeding seems to have stopped, but there's a lot of blood on the floor. I wonder how much blood I would have to lose to die from it. I don't want to die. Not really. I should get up. I feel a wave of dizziness as I slowly pull myself up to my feet. I'm so thirsty. I go to the sink, willing myself to not even look in the mirror again. I don't know what I look like. I don't want to know what I look like. I clap my hands under the faucet to fill them with water. When I bring my lips, it looks red and tastes bloody, but I don't care right now. My movements seem to stir trickle of blood coming out of the wound again. I better focus on sewing it up. I need to get a bottle of alcohol again. but I see that its contents are spilled. There's only a little bit left on the bottom. I take it with me anyway. I take my bra as well. I'm not gonna want it for when I'm done. I see my knife on the floor and too, red with blood. I can't bring myself to touch it right now. I stagger back to my room, barely conscious of bloody handprints. I am leaving as I go. I look at my clock. My parents will be home soon. They always work late, a consequence of running their own business together. I pull my sewing kit, pull my sewing kit and sit on my bed. I have to sterilize the needle, probably the thread too. I have an idea. I go to my closet and pull out a box of vanilla scented tea-like candles. I used them to mask the smell of blood in the past. I dumped the whole box out of my bed and started lighting them and paste them around the room. I'm not usually very fond of sweet things, but I like the smell of vanilla. It's usually a calming scent. I think I need that now. I I need a needle from the sewing kit, and I hold it over one of the candles to sterilize it. As I gaze at the flame, another idea strikes me. Should I causterize the wound? I know the theory of it. Burning the edges of the wound is supposed to stop the bleeding. I should probably be faster sewing it, but I have to look up how to do it. No, I have to stop overthinking things. I have to focus. I'm just gonna sew it like originally planned. I thread the needle and pour the last lock over the thread. I sit down on my bed. I use tissues to wipe any blood over the wound. I close my eyes. I take some deep breaths. The vanilla helps. I'm gonna need to steady hands for this. Introducing a needle into my skin isn't as bad as I expected. I feel like it's a series of pinpricks. After all I experienced, I hardly feel it. It's just like sewing a hole into my clothes. Each time I push the point of the needle through the edge, it feels with the progress. Each time I pull the thread tight, the wound closes a little more. When I'm done, I can't help feeling pleased with how it looks. Once the bandage is over it, pull my bra back on. I feel a lot better. I think I'm gonna be okay after all. Now, it's time to clean up. As I stand up, I realize I've just left a big bloody spot on my bedspread. I look down at myself and see that there's blood all over my right side of when I was laying on it. It's in my hair too. I desperately need a shower, but I'll have to wait. I should start in the hall leading the bathroom. That's what my parents will most likely see first. I get a cloth and some cleanser out of the cupboard in the bathroom and get to work. I start the bloody handprints on the wall. It's actually quite relaxing. It's remarkably calming, seeing the progress. Every time I erase another drop of blood on the floor, I feel a little better. I gradually wipe out every bit of red in my room and the bathroom. Pretty soon, the hallway is looking as clean as it ever looked, and the smell of the cleanser covers the smell of blood nicely. Now for the bathroom. The pool in the middle of the floor is going to be tougher. I look at my scarlet uniform on the floor, also covered in blood. There's a hole clean through the blazer, vest, and undershirt. I can't help being impressed by the sharpness of the knife that can penetrate so many layers of clothing so easily. I get a plastic bag from under the sink and throw my uniform in. Suddenly hear noise from downstairs. Panic sets in as I realize my parents are home. No, damn it, I'm not ready. Some part of me admonishes myself for even cursing. Even the thought I didn't say out loud. There's still a lot of blood to be cleaned on the floor. Not to mention the blood all over my body. What do I do? I close the bathroom door. I take some deep, steady breaths. As long as they don't come in here, I'll be fine. I'm just gonna have to move a little faster. Did I close the door in my room? I can't remember. I hope so. I'm not gonna go check it now. I just have to hope they don't look in there. I start the water running in the bathtub. If I'm taking a bath, it gives me an excuse to be in here for a while. While it's filling up, I use the towel I've been using to clean up to soak up the blood on the floor. I'll alternate between wiping the blood and rinsing the towel out into the sink. The fact that I do this more than once makes me feel increasingly alarmed about how much blood came out of me. So much red everywhere. It's really getting to me. But with a little bit of work, I'm able to get the bathroom spotless again. Then I throw the towel in the bag of the uniform. I'm thirsty again, which makes a lot more sense considering how much fluid I lost. I just drink straight from the faucet this time. I'm beyond caring about indignity about it. I think it's time to clean myself. Now to think about it, a bath would be really, really nice right now. I feel the water with my hand. It's pleasantly hot. I'm suddenly conscious of how cold I'm feeling right now. And as I finish undressing, I notice that even my thank you, even my panties have blood on them. Blood, 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 blood everywhere. How did it come to this? I try not to think about how weird my day has gotten. I throw my underwear in the garbage can. I'm careful to keep the wound above water. I have a feeling it would be bad if it get wet right now. I sit back in the tub and close my eyes. I let the heat of the water satirize me. I feel it cleansing, rejuvenating. I started thinking to myself that maybe, just maybe, I can make a fresh start of things. Today was quite terrible. There's no doubt about that. But I feel like I've learned something important. For my whole life, I've witnessed people around me forming friendships and relationships, sharing experiences with each other. And I long made peace with the idea that those were just that other things that other people do. At best, I can only experience it vicariously through the characters in my books. But what if it's not true? My experience with Hope today was incredible. It was beyond description. Something I never thought I could possibly have happened in my life. And well, it's possible I ruined my chances of that happening with Hope again. But still served as proof that these wonderful experiences exist and that I can have them. Maybe I should just stop thinking about Hope. I should focus more on myself. Every day, when it comes to the club, I spend the whole time sitting alone, reading my books. I don't interact with anyone. Well, except for one disastrous time. But I ran out of thinking about that. I keep thinking to myself, every day for months, ever since Monica formed the club. Maybe it's about time I try reaching out to the others. Or maybe it's about time I start expressing myself more. Maybe I don't have to be alone anymore. Monica and Siri are good people. Maybe they can be good friends. Maybe Natsuki too. Oh shit, wrong button. Well, actually, maybe not Natsuki. But Monica and Sayori for sure. My mind is full of possibilities. There are beautiful experiences out there, and I can have them. Have with them. I can have them for real. And not just in my imagination. I smile at the thought. The future looks bright. I open my eyes. The bathwater is tinged red. The present, however, still needs some work. I'm so exhausted. I feel like I could fall asleep right now. But no, I know that would be a bad idea. And it's time to start moving again. After cleaning myself the best I can, I force myself to get up. I feel weak. It feels like I've been taking all my strength to stay upright. I suddenly realize how hungry I am. And all things considered, it's probably really important for me to eat something to get my strength back. As I wrap a towel around myself, I find it pleasing to watch the red water go down a drain. It feels like it's taking my problems with it. I wipe out the tub for good measure and check the uniform. Mercifully, the bag has not leaked, and all the blood has stayed inside. This just leaves the knife. It's still exactly where I dropped it earlier. The sorcerer will more trouble tonight. After a brief moment of concentration, I pick it up, retrace the blade, and place it in the garbage bag. I cautiously open the door and peer out my hallway. It sounds like my parents are in the kitchen downstairs. It's gonna be awfully looking strange if I go outside carrying a bag this late at night. In any case, I need to go to my room first. As I enter my room, just looking at all the blood still had to clean up makes me feel exhausted. It's on the floor. It's on my bed. I don't even have the energy left to deal with any of this right now. I'll have to wait until tomorrow to deal with my uniform. I set the bag on the floor. I'm starving. I wonder if it's safe enough to get a snack for downstairs. I could do with some tea too. I put on pajamas. I consider what to do. I don't know how long my parents are going to stay up. I don't know how I can wait for them to go to bed. I typically don't pay much attention to me, but I still don't want to risk them noticing anything unusual. After I finish dressing, I put my hand up my face and sniff. I still smell blood. I wonder if I'll ever get the smell out. I had occasion to wonder if people at school sell it on me anytime I cut myself. No one has ever said anything about it, so I can never be sure. Then again, normal people don't even know what blood smells like. So I'm not normal. I learned that today. Don't ask. In any case, I feel like I should do something to mask the smell of it. I go downstairs. I try to keep things organized in here, but I know I'm gonna have to do some digging. I finally know I'm finally find what I'm looking for. A bottle of perfume. It was a birthday gift from last year. Or was it the year before that? I don't remember who gave it to me. Some relative? An aunt or uncle that I don't see much of? I don't never really seen the point of it. It's just one of those things that girls are expected to use. Well, maybe I'll put it to use today. Wait, let me check something quickly. Alright. After a bit of fumbling, I figure how to spray it on myself with it. It's a nice, pleasant, sweet, flowery scent. Actually, something about the smell makes me feel a little energized. I feel like the last time my hesitance about going downstairs has slipped away. I look at my reflection one more time. I look a little pale, but otherwise fine. I think I can do this. As I enter my kitchen, my parents don't even look at me. My mom is sitting at the kitchen table reading a book. My dad is behind the kitchen counter. He looks preparing a snack before bed. He's blocking the way of the kettle. I patiently wait behind him for him to move. I could probably just ask him to move, but I don't trust my voice right now. Besides, it always feels strange, breaking the silence in here. Eventually, he steps aside to join my mom at the table, and I start preparing my tea. They don't even say anything to each other. I wonder if they talk to each other while they're at work. While I'm waiting for water to boil, my eye is drawn to the loaf of bread that my dad has just cutting from. I could really do with some bread and butter. Probably not the most nourishing choice, but I think I'd be able to manage right now. I can use the bread knife. I am hesitant about picking it up. It's the knife that started it all, the one I cut myself with. I think I hate it right now. I may never be normal, but that habit that caused me to be more trouble than ever. Still, it's a useful tool, and I'm hungry. I pick up the knife and start cutting the bread. As the knife enters the bread, images come in my head about the knife entering other things. As I force myself to look away as I'm cutting, I try to control my shaking hands. I look over to my parents, still sitting at the table, still calmly oblivious to anything unusual happening. In some ways, they're relieving that I don't have to try so hard to pretend to be normal here. It doesn't matter how I behave, because they don't notice me because, at the moment, some part of me wants me to cry and scream at them, to let them know that the daughter almost died today. Sometimes I wish I could have some kind of relationship with them. That we could talk, that I could tell them about my day at school, or about a book I'm reading. They could teach me things, like how to make friends. They wouldn't fix anything that's wrong with me, but that might make some things easier. I turn back to the counter, finish preparing my snack, and get ready to go back to my room. I hesitate. I think about how I felt in the bathtub, about wanting a new beginning. Maybe you can start here. Maybe you can try talking to my parents for once. I turn to them. Then I look up. I can't do it. Turn away and hurry back to my room. Well, maybe my new beginning can start tomorrow. I close the door and take my seat on my desk. Once I have a bite to eat, it eases the dizziness and lightheadedness I'm feeling. Perhaps I'll start getting a poem for tomorrow. As I pull out my notepad and pen, the first thought that pops into my mind to write about is my cutting habit. No, that's a bad idea. That's a very, very bad idea. Why didn't I think of that? I know I wanted to start, but I'm not remotely ready to talk about that. Still, I think to what Monica said to me earlier today. She said she wanted me more daring in my writing, and that we all do this together. No one will judge me. I don't know how much I really believe that. I suspect Monica might might think differently if she knew the truth about me. But the more I think about it, the more I think about it's gonna be good for me. This habit I really, really want to break away from. Maybe. Thinking about it could help me with that. With that in mind, I started right. I choose my words carefully. I don't have anything to directly give away that I'm talking about cutting myself. I end up choosing to use a raccoon as the metaphor of self-harm. It seems fitting. I finish the poem and I write the title, The Raccoon, at the top. I look it over one more time to make sure no one can guess what it's about. And if they ask, I can just simply speak generally and it's about unusual habits or an unusual hobby. In any case, I'm feeling quite satisfied with it. I think it's time for bed. Alright. Looking at the blood-stained carpet and sheets makes me feel blanket sheets makes me feel exhausted all over again. How bad would it be if I just don't bother changing them? Right now, I don't know. I just feel like just sitting here takes too much energy. And there's still blood on the floor too. I really don't want to be lying on bloody sheets though. I go to the closet and pick out a fresh sheet pair set. I keep telling myself that's like the last time I need to do. Everything else can wait for till tomorrow. I pull the sheets and blanket off the bed and toss them into the heap on the floor. But I'm halfway through replacing them when I finally pass out. Alright. So that's the end of this episode. That was, holy shit. Yeah, holy shit. And thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time with another video. And thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time.